Welcome back to the Listen Up podcast, where we normally analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick.
Breaking news, I am currently awaiting test results for the Omicron variant of COVID-19.
And Jordan. This week we're going to be wrapping up the year / since this comes out on the 2nd, I guess, starting the new year. But we're going to be giving our top albums of 2021. We did top songs last week. This week, we're going to do top albums. And then next week, it'll be different because we've ran out of top things for 2021. So we're going to leave it in the dust after this. We're going to take 2021 out back, put it down, and, we'll see what 2022 is.
2021 is going to the happy rainbow farm with all the other years in the past.
It's going to upstate.
Yep.
It'll join Betty White in a few.
No, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Apparently, okay, so Vic and then Kayla told Zach, and Zach relayed to me. Since she was 100, she technically lived through, I think, 24 leap years. So if you add those days on, she was like 100 years and 3 days old.
But isn't the leap years already added, though? Because she went through leap
Well,
years?
no, because we measure in days, we measure in years, not days. So, like, she lived through the leap years, but she was, she was 3 weeks away from turning 100. How we mark it, like, it was 3 weeks until her 100th birthday. But if you add on the extra days from the leap years, that's 24 days. So then that's 3 weeks and 3 days. So she would be, like, 100 years and 3 days old. But I can't draw you a picture, so that's the best I can do.
Well, I'm saying, like, but the leap years, like, there's no way there could have been more or less days because, like, that's an accurate amount of time that has gone by, right?
I feel like I'm kind of on board with, I think, your train of thought, Jordan, where, like...
If you measure a year in 365 days, there were 24 where it was 366. So by the normal year measurement of 365, then the remainder of, like, if you her lifetime days modulo
don't
365.
Say modulo.
Well, that's
get a
well,
little
that's
24 days left over.
Well, that's the point. Like, most years are 365 and a quarter days, which is why there is a leap year.
Well, right, but
Shut up, Jamie. She's dead and she lived to be 99. You need to accept that. I
don't think it really counts because, like, I don't say I'm 23 years old and I don't say like I'm 23 and like and 5 extra days.
Okay, well,
5 3/4 days.
It was just gonna be a fun fact till we could say.
I'm sorry that this is split between everybody. But now that this has happened, there will be people on both sides. But I am a Betty White 99-year-old.
I'm a Betty White centurion. Okay. Yeah.
We'll talk about this more later. Then we'll discuss an infinite.
Bro, come out here, catch these hands in the 9-degree, probably I would guess like 4 to 6 inches of snow outside.
Bro, come here and we can go in a pool, bro. It's 75 degrees.
Yeah, this
would you rather fight in the snow or in the pool?
It's not bi-coastal because I'm not on the coast. I'm fully landlocked, but it's the cross country podcast. Our weather is extreme. It could not be more different.
It's almost like
maybe if it was like summer for you guys.
Like by mountain podcast. Like we're close to Appalachian, you're close to the Rockies. Like
yeah. And if you say Appalachia, you're not with the culture. That's how you know that they're
with the Appalachian culture. Yeah. You're not with the real heads, the real moonshine makers,
the real shiner heads.
Yeah,
because that's what we all are.
Old Smoky, yeah, no, thank you. I'll drink the real shit straight out of the woods.
Yeah, I'll drink Ron's out of his ball jar. It has no color. It is clear.
Terrifying.
And gas. It is gasoline.
Thirst quenching.
It's clear with a cinnamon stick in it.
That's Christmas time, baby.
Dude, apple pie moonshine is really good.
Yes, yummy.
But yeah, so our structure that we're gonna do is like how we did the songs last week. We'll do honorable mentions, and then we'll give our top 5 in descending order. And then with the albums, though, this week we're going to make another playlist, kind of like what we did with our top albums overall, where we choose like a song that we want to represent the album, and it'll be in a playlist, and that'll be linked. As of when this comes out, it'll be linked in the bio and the link tree of all of our social media accounts, List Up Podcast and Listen Up Pod on Twitter and Instagram, respectively. In this new year, we're going to be changing up the intro. And a little bit of the introduction structure. So I'm going to remind you guys, instead of at the end, to follow the social medias at the beginning, because I feel like retention-wise, that'll make sense. Yeah, it's news. It's news to you guys. I had that idea like the other day. I realized like kind of want to refresh it. At some point, tentatively, hopefully, going to be upgrading the theme song as well. And if we can figure out webcams, we might fuck around a little bit and see if we like a video format or not.
I'd be down.
Okay.
Yeah. So listener, that's where we are in the new year. I think that's all I had though. Other than that, we can go ahead and get into it. Oh, sorry if I sound really not good or different. I'm just congested from traveling, winter cold, smoke from wildfires. You know, the normal.
Jamie has COVID-19. I might have COVID-19.
That is, I do not have that.
I'm dandy.
There we go. Jordan's all dandy. So yeah, with that, I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. Do we want to go in the same order as last week or in a different order this week?
Let's go in reverse order this time. So let me go last.
So that was me, first, Nick, and okay. All right.
So Nick doesn't get any kind of change at all.
Oh, mine are set in stone, baby. I might as well have chiseled them into a rock.
Did I go last time, or did I go first?
No, you went first because
that's what I thought.
Because your list wasn't right.
Wasn't.
So we decided to have you go first. I think.
It wasn't quite as ironed out as our lists were.
True. All right. You can start then, Jamie.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I guess my honorable mentions,
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Starting with honorable mentions, we'll go through all of them and then we'll do our top 5. So my honorable mentions are Quietly Blowing It by His Golden Messenger. I actually enjoyed that. It just came out whenever we did the thing.
Hell yeah.
The episode on it. That's a recent episode. An Evening with Silk Sonic by Silk Sonic. I really liked it, but I don't know. It didn't offer as much as some other ones. It had more like highlight songs on it for me. Same thing with Private Space.
Yeah.
By Duran Jones and the Indications. That's like, 3 songs I really dig, and then the rest are kind of like, and then what was If This Isn't Nice, I Don't Know What It Is by Still Woozy. It's got some good songs on there. Is that the right sentence format for that? Yeah, there's also some good tracks on there, but overall, I don't know. I like Still Woozy. I really like Goodie Bag though. That's still like my favorite song by him/them. I think it's just a guy. I don't think it's a band. I think it's just a guy.
Woozy.
That's still a banger song. Goodie Bag is a fantastic song. But Gonzo had me check out. He's a Still Woozy fan, and he had me check out that album, and I did enjoy it. Yeah, I think those are my honorable mentions. I don't really have much more to offer than that.
I love Still Woozy, like isn't as severe as AJR in my head, but like I like being on like the Hate Still Woozy train and only listening to 2 songs by him. I enjoy.
Why?
It. I don't know. It's just my vibe. Hating things because they're popular.
That's the vibe.
Aren't I unique?
Mm-hmm. You're very contrarian.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's my turn. Okay. Oh, baby. But let's see. Honorable mentions. Topping it off, Sling by Clairo. Fantastic. More traditional arrangements and instrumentation than her first album. Like pretty much like a ton of like live instruments. Very good. Her and Jack Antonoff popped off. The Ballad of Dude and Juanita. Very good. Pretty unique.
Yes. Forgot about that one. Damn.
Yeah. Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast. A good like indie pop ish album. Like it's just it's pretty unique. But like yeah, it's just oh Jesus. Oh wait. Oh boys.
Oh COVID results. COVID results. What
the results are in. We're clear.
Yeah.
Let's go. Negative. That's his.
Yes,
that's
sir.
His negative after quarantining.
Yep.
Isolating. Is it isolating if you're not COVID positive, and then just quarantining if you are positive?
I think they're kind of synonyms.
Functionally, they're the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I hear one. Because Nick, okay, so Nick had a test because he was possibly exposed, so that's where the semantics come in there.
But we're Gucci boys.
I narrowly avoided exposure from my aunt while we were in Greenville. We drove down to Greenville, and then instead of staying the night, we drove back from Greenville.
Oh, damn.
We saw other people, so we still got to see family down there. It wasn't all lost, but yeah, that was a interesting day trip.
I feel you. But yeah, I'm gonna see Licorice Pizza tonight. Now,
Nice.
Hell yes, let's go.
Nice.
Anyways,
I'm gonna make licorice pizza tonight.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
In your honor.
Drink some Jägermeister with it.
Yeah, I'm not a licorice guy. Although Jaeger bombs are pretty good. I will say that.
Jaeger bombs, amazing.
Jaeger bombs are good.
Yeah, but You by Trey Burt. Release off of John Prine's record label, Oh Boy Records, this year. Very good. Some like simultaneously like smart things said about society and about like one's own inner thoughts on that album. Kind of like a pretty good like modern folk-ish record. Folk-ish, not really blues-ish, like a little bit, but more folk related.
Gotcha.
But very good. Private Space on there, just like you, Jamie. And The Melodic Blue by Baby Keem. It made the honorable mentions. It just like I don't even love all the songs on it, but just the drums on the album as a whole are insane to me. I feel like I haven't heard many like that. Like they're just like seemingly like sporadic, almost random like drum hits and stuff all sync up to make for a unique experience. It's a strange album, but it's a good one.
I gotcha. Is that the end of your?
That's it. Yeah.
I need to
my elite list.
Put a PS on my honorable mentions, or I just realized an album came out this year that I thought came out late last year, so I got to bump it. So my last honorable mention is actually The Off Season by J. Cole.
Yeah,
oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it. I feel like not many people talked about it, but like, I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than
Do you like the song with Murray on it?
Yeah, I like that was actually one of my top ones. I don't remember the name of it, but I did like it.
Jordan's.
That was mostly me being.
What was his last one? Was it KOD? Was that the one that I didn't really like?
Yeah, it was KOD.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that one.
I did
like The Off Season
like a couple months ago, and I was like, I shouldn't have hated on it as much as I did. I've never been a huge J. Cole guy, but I did like it more when I listened to it again.
I mean, 2014, Forest Hills, and the one after that. Oh, For Your Eyes Only?
Yeah.
Really good.
Snow in the Bluff.
Gotcha. Okay.
Did you guys see the Nardwuar interview with J. Cole?
Yes, he said.
Yeah. That shit's crazy. Nardwuar is. Someone said one of my favorite comments that I've been seeing is like, imagine if you're on trial and they bring Nardwuar out as a witness. It's like, lock me up. I don't know what he knows, but I'm going to jail.
You're getting maximum sentence.
Okay, so for mine, I'm gonna say honorable mentions. Certified Lover Boy. All right, honestly, there's a few bangers on there.
Yeah,
there's a few good ones. I guess say the Melodic Blue also, because I haven't listened to like all of it, but like I feel like it has a lot of potential, and I'm gonna try to listen to it more in the next year. So that's like kind of like a manifesting one too, you know? But Hall of Fame by Polo G, pretty good. This year I had a lot more songs than I did albums. I feel like 2020 I had a lot more albums that I enjoyed, and this year I had a lot more just like individual songs. A Little TJ, Destined to Win. I like that one. Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. That album.
Mm-hmm.
Was that her like the new like tan colored album?
Yeah.
Her like kind of rebrand.
I'm surprised you didn't say Adele, Jamie. Also, but
well, I still have my top 5.
Still
never mind. I totally forgot about that. Dude, I'm so sorry. Why?
Spoilers.
How did that? Dude, I even thought about that before I said something else, and then I just said that because I think I just saw one of the albums that was next to one of them that I was gonna say.
That is very funny.
Oops.
After
Never mind.
Jordan gets through with his list, we just say thanks for listening this week, guys.
That is that is all that I've got. That is all that I have. Oops.
That is all that you have?
Yes. Again, I have a bunch of albums that I really liked. I liked a lot of songs from this year, but I'm more of a song guy anyways, weirdly enough. I kind of hate it, but
I get it.
So yeah, do we want to get into the actual rankings now? Number 5.
I suppose we should. I suppose we should do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so
Number 50.
so then it's me, Nick, and then Jordan. Okay. So for number 5, my 5th favorite song of the year.
Album
of the year.
Album.
Sorry about that. I am so silly. I think I gotta go with Obviously by Late Street Dive.
Good choice.
That was the one that, even though I did it, one of my top songs was from it last week. I totally spaced and forgot that it came out this year. Yeah, so the song I'm going to choose to represent... I talked about it a little bit last week, but it's a great album. I like the musicality of it. I like the addition of that guy for this album. I don't remember his name.
Aki Bermis?
Yeah. The addition of him, I really like.
I'm not sure if it's Aki or Aki, but I know it's spelled A-K-I-E.
Yeah. I really liked his addition both musically and like vocally. It was really good. We did it this past year. If you wanna listen to more in-depth analysis of it from all of us, it is you'd think for someone who uses Excel constantly, I would be better at it with tables. It is episode 46. Came out. We did it in April of this year. But yeah, I think that the song I'm gonna put on the playlist to represent it, I gotta go with Hypotheticals.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Mentioned it top song last week, and there are a lot of good ones on that one. I like the themes of it, I like the music of it, but that song is what I'm gonna have to go with.
Hypotheticals, Same Old News, Making Do,
Lackluster,
fantastic.
Lover.
Oh yeah.
Hush Money, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
Most songs on that album are
most are good. Yeah.
So Nick, what's your 5?
My number 5 is an album that I really haven't chosen for us to review on the podcast because I'm almost positive it would be a Benjamin Booker or a Andy Schauf situation where I really enjoy it, but you guys don't like it that much.
A surprisingly little amount.
Uh-huh. But the album is "I Know I'm Funny, Haha" by Faye Webster, and it's like she's always like towed the line between, not really towed the line between R&B and country, but she almost blends them in a way that I've never heard before, and she seems to leave behind that country sound like a little more and more each album, but she also just brings it back in with different songs, and like she has a lot of country sensibilities, like repeating simple phrases and like having not really stripped down songs, but like relatively slow songs, like ballads and like sad love songs and things like that. But she's also like really funny. She sings about a lot of modern things. Like there's a song on this album where she talks about like drinking a shower beer. There's a song like where she says like she met her boyfriend's sisters and they all got drunk and they forgot that they met her. Like it's just like funny stuff. Like
Yeah.
But
Kind of
but
not
yeah,
quite absurdist, but just like weird.
yeah, just like funny little life stuff she just throws into her music, like a modern world stuff. But
Right.
but yeah, picking a song to represent the album, I'd probably do the title track, "I Know I'm Funny, Haha," because it's one of the a little like more upbeat ones, and it shows a lot of those funny, like a lot of her humor is present in that song. So yeah, I would roll with that.
Okay. For my number 5, I'm gonna go with Montero by Lil Nas X.
Ooh,
Hell yeah! I was
think it was
wondering
really good.
if it was going to show up on any of y'all's lists.
I think it was a really good album. It's just a lot of potential from, obviously. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. See, it doesn't have it at night because I never need to stretch at night. We're God, bro. What the heck? Sorry about that.
well,
I don't know. I think it was a really good album. I think he's definitely past the one-hit wonder era of his music. Like, I think he's established himself as an artist now, and there's a lot of bangers on that album too.
True.
yeah, industry baby, crazy.
Yeah,
Dead right
Jack
now?
Baby
Harlow
back,
features.
a couple
And there's
racks,
one-
a
Is the one where he's talking about like, I want somebody to love me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know that song?
Uh-huh.
Can't remember what it's called. That song's really good. There's one more too. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, I'm going with that one. And the song that I'm picking is "Industry Baby" because it's just so good.
Yes, sir.
yes sir, yes sir.
Cause baby's back, yeah. Couple racks, hey. Couple Grammys down.
Yeah.
Your turn, Jamie.
So my
Jordan
number
Harlow?
4. It kind of was my number 1 was easy, and it's kind of like when we did the other top 10 albums, like the top 3 are set, and then the rest could be anywhere. And that's kind of what I feel with, especially 2 through 4.
Yeah.
But this is the order that I went with. So saying that, my number 4 album, released in 2021, is Planet Her, the deluxe edition by Doja Cat.
I was wondering if you're gonna pick that one, dude. Awesome.
Yeah. It specifically the deluxe because I really like the extended version of You Right?
Is that the one with the Weeknd?
The Weeknd, yeah.
Yeah.
Is a great song. That's not the one I'm picking though. But yeah, so just the album, I love the kind of it's not hyper pop or anything, but it's got that like really electronic, like ethereal feeling a little bit. Like some of the songs have a really spacey sound to it that I really like. And
Yeah.
So this is another one where we did this album. So if you want to hear more detailed analysis, it is episode 57. of the podcast. But yeah, I love like the feeling of it all. I really enjoy the sound, and I really like the kind of stylistic change up that or not change up, but like exploration she did in this album. I think it's got a lot of different sound than some of her other albums beforehand. I just really like it. I really hope that she gets announced at Bonnaroo. Lineup should be coming out soon, so we'll get to find out who we bought tickets to go see.
Yeah, that teaser thing that David said.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like if it's Coldplay,
If it's Coldplay, I'm gonna be mad and confused.
Coldplay's still good, dude.
no
Alright?
no one
Coldplay still has
listens to
bangers.
Coldplay anymore. Okay.
They still have bangers on bangers that you could listen to, though.
If they play like Viva La Vida, like Paradise
Or Paradise, right?
Yeah.
If they play stuff off Milo Zoda or what's the name of the album for Viva La Vida? Is it Viva La
Dude,
Vida?
no, it's Death and All His Friends.
Death on Those Words, yeah. If they play anything off that,
I
it's
think there's
pretty
one more
good.
word in front of it.
But man, if they play
Wait.
shit off their weird prismatic cover one, Fun Adventure Time or whatever it's called,
Bad.
or Ghost Stories,
Ghost Stories, bad.
Sleeper. If they play anything off Parachutes that's not Yellow or Parachutes, Sleeper. Like so I don't know.
Well, Parachutes is a pretty good album. Okay, I've listened to that whole thing before.
Yo, the album
Sparks?
real quick, is
Crazy.
Viva La Vida or Death and All His Friends.
Okay, is that it's
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought that was right, but
So we'll
I thought it
see.
was right too, but
We'll
I
see.
knew there was something else in front of it, but I couldn't remember.
But I'm really hoping it's Doja. That would be very hype for me.
that would be that would be much more hype.
It would be very hype for me and Vic. And David's, it was unclear if that was a positive thing for him or a sad thing for him if it was Doja. I'm not really sure where he stands on that. His message
We'll
was
have to-
confusing.
We'll have to
So we'll
ask.
see. We'll see. But yeah, so my number 4, Planet Her, great album. I hope I get to see her live from it. And my song it's the obvious one I feel like, but it's "Kiss Me More," featuring
Oh.
SZA.
Fantastic.
Was that the
Forever
leading
Bop.
single for it? I'm pretty
I
sure it
think
was
so.
the leading single. But yeah, great song.
Yeah, it definitely was.
So gonna go with that one.
Amazing.
I be like, it's something, and we could be cunning. Ain't no dummy.
I like to say what if, but if.
Beautiful. My number 4,
Crompton?
Immense Vibe Shift, is the Marfa Tapes by Jack Ingram, Miranda Lambert, and John Randall. It's a very low key, almost like an album of demos. Like it's very sparse. Like it's just them sitting around a campfire playing guitars and like recording this album. And you hear like cows moo in the background. You hear a plane go overhead, like in one of the songs. Like it's very like low production value, but with intention behind that production value. It's very intimate, very low key, very some like, and that adds to like the depth of the lyricism in some of the songs. I'm not even like a huge Miranda Lambert fan or anything. Like I think she's all right with some of her newer stuff, but I don't like much of her older stuff. But
Gunpowder and Lead's a timeless classic.
Kerosene, amazing, forever bop. But yeah, just very very intimate, very good songwriting. I had never heard of Jack Ingram, and then while I was living in Texas, I saw him on like a Texas cable access TV show, like
How did you come
Cable
across
access
that?
TV, Nick.
like it because it was just free in my hotel, like introducing like random local like bar bands and stuff, and I was like, huh? But they weren't really bar bands; they were like slightly higher than that, but it was just fun. But I think the other two guys on the album are primarily songwriters. I don't think they're like really big recording like artists or anything, but they've released a couple solo projects. But I think Miranda Lambert had gone out to West Texas with them before and like written batches of songs, but this is the first time they recorded it all together. But I think one of my honorable mentions for songs of the year was Waxahachie off this album, which is a song, not the artist Waxahachie. But I think the song I'm gonna go with to represent the album is the last song on the album, "Amazing Grace, West Texas" is what it's called. It's not a cover of "Amazing Grace," like
Okay.
the actual song. It's different, but it's very good.
Amazing
Grace,
how sweet the
sound. All right,
That's
it? Pop off.
Sorry,
Jordan.
real quick. What was your number 5 song, Nick?
Oh, I know I'm funny, haha. It's the title song.
Sorry, I'm going ahead and constructing the playlist right now, and I want
You good balls?
And Jordan, you said "Industry Baby," right? Makes sense. And sorry, Nick. What was the song you just said? You just said the title of.
Amazing Grace, West Texas.
That's right.
There's a hyphen in between them.
Okay.
I feel like we need to leave this in definitely.
Oh yeah. This is staying in. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Raw pod.
Yep. Inside baseball. Whatever. All right. But so now the listener knows that it's gonna be ready whenever the episode comes out.
There
All
you
right. So Jordan, what is your number 4 song or album? God, why do I keep doing
I'm
that?
gonna say you keep saying song, my guy. No song.
It's too it's too early. For
My next
Jordan.
one is Call Me If You Get Lost.
Oh,
By Tyler
Hey.
Creator.
let's go.
Yes. I think this one again has a lot of. I think I have listened to all of it. I don't think I've revisited a ton because I've been lazy, and I like the picks of just always listening to stuff that you like, but I can't always do that. I gotta force myself to listen to some stuff, even though I like it, but it's just like some songs just hit all the time, and you fall on those, But I do think it's a really good album. We're going to see Tyler in person also
Yes,
soon.
Very excited.
That's also why I want to listen to this album more as well. But just the whole aesthetic to this album is amazing. Also, he just does such a good job with that too.
That's something
Yeah, man.
he always does really well, or at least as of you know
Yeah.
Igor and shit, like how
Yeah.
he's done the character kind of thing. I fuck with it. I'm excited to see him live.
Yeah, so good. So yeah, that's probably my number 4, and the one I want to add is Juggernaut, featuring Lil Uzi Vert and
Yes, sir.
Pharrell Williams.
That Pharrell
Yes,
verse
sir.
is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The Uzi verse is also
think
good,
it's-
but the Pharrell verse.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is. I like the ride with the mob. The Tyler
Run.
part loves.
Yeah.
I love that part too.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
at a payphone trying to go home all of my.
That's 2022 song of the summer, baby.
Hell
that
yeah.
is,
We're
bro.
bringing Pay Phone featuring Maroon 5 or featuring Wiz Khalifa back.
Baby,
Amazing.
baby.
We had a friend in middle school who would play that song constantly on the bus. So that song for
was a
me,
banger, bro.
that song is locked into 8th grade. He would constantly play it and sing it.
You're gonna have to tell me off pod who this is.
Yeah.
because I do not.
Um, it's seared into my memory. But my number 3 album, our first repeat album, is Montero by Lil Nas X.
There you go.
Nice.
And this is why I wrote down multiple options for some albums that I thought would have crossover, because I also was going to choose Industry Baby, but I'm going with my backup, which is Am I Dreaming featuring Miley Cyrus. Very different vibes, but I really like that song a lot.
That's funny.
I get it.
Which just showcases the variety on the album, part of what makes it great,
Yeah.
Episode 66, if you want to hear an analysis of it.
There you go.
Is there anything else I want to say? No, I think I'll give the floor to you for your number 3, Nick.
I got you. my number 3, When You See Yourself by Kings of Leon. Had to throw it up there.
Makes sense.
It was gonna minimum be honorable mention, but it had like 2, maybe 3 songs, 3 of my top songs for the year, because I blasted those singles whenever they came out, and then I had this album on repeat for a long time whenever it came out, but which was really like because of the hype, because of the high anticipation that I had for it, and I really like the sound of it too. To me, it sounded kind of like their last album, Walls. Like it's kind of along that same soundscape, but it's a little more cohesive and a little less pop oriented. It still has some like keyboards and a little more synthetic like sound effects, but it's done in like a less pop structure in my eyes.
I can see that.
And that's like kind of what I gravitate towards, is like, I don't love pop music. I don't mind a lot of it, but it's not like what I throw on. But yeah, I loved it.
Right, because if I remember correctly, that was like your main issue with Walls, right? It was like really poppy, and then but you've kind of didn't you really weren't a huge fan of Walls, and then you kind of acclimated to it a little bit more?
Yeah. And when I first heard it, I was like, garbage, and then I highly edited that opinion once. Like, I was in college for like 2 years, and I think Adam, friend of the pod, when we went recommended a song, and I was like, oh, I forgot about that. That's actually a good song.
And then when we went on the road trip to see St. Paul, I remember listening to that album a lot driving back from Black Mountain. Adam threw on like a bunch of songs, and I was like, this is a good album.
Yeah. Yeah. But the song I'll pick is I'll go with my top song of the year. My top Spotify song of the year, not actual top rated song of the year. 100,000 People. Fantastic.
Okay.
Jordan, the floor is yours. Oh shit.
So the next one I have might be actually one that you guys wouldn't expect me to do.
Daughtry by Daughtry? Question mark?
I'm through standing in line at clubs.
That was a joke on multiple levels. So someone I hang out with a lot plays this album a lot as well. I didn't realize how good it was, but it is very good. She was kind of her debut year a little bit. 2020 was a little bit also, but it is Sour by Olivia Rodrigo.
I was gonna wonder what. I was wondering if it was gonna make an appearance.
It is that good.
Nice. It was a overall, I think, a good album. I didn't listen to it that much. I listened to Good For You a lot. But
yeah, I think Good For You is the one that I'm going to put on there, but I have heard a lot of the other songs on there, and they're also very good. Like Traitor, it's a really good one. But I had it pulled up.
Brutal goes kind of
Happier is a good one. Enough For You is a good one.
Yeah, I think Happier is one I also enjoy. If it's a song I'm thinking of.
Which I think Billie Eilish also had a song called Happier.
She did.
Or maybe it was like Happier
she had
Than
Happier
You
Than Ever.
Oh, Happier Than Ever. Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's the title track of that.
album. You're right. But anyways, yeah, that was a pretty good album. It's a pretty good album.
Yeah.
And that's the floor is back to Jameson.
So you are Good For You. You said that's the one you're adding.
Yes, I hope you're happy and healthy. Not me. Wishing that I cared, but I.
Oof. So we're down to the penultimate pick album.
The penultimate album.
I am going to go with 30 by Adele.
What a good.
I really enjoyed it. It's got some. It's weird to say about an Adele album, but it's got some, sad ballads, but it's also got some bangers on it. Of which, because I'm kind of, I don't want to bring down the playlist with the music, so I'm going to go with Oh My God from the album.
All right.
But that's a great one. That's like, the best of the highs, and then, like To Be Loved, I Drink Wine, Little Love, or My Little Love, It's got some good heart-wrenching ones as well. I think it's it's not one of my top Adele albums overall. I don't think it's quite there. But I appreciate the kind of change up she's doing with a little bit more experimentation. It's not quite, There are some songs on there that don't necessarily sound like Adele songs. Which is interesting because I feel like most of her songs, it's pretty easy to tell if it's an Adele song to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, this album kind of changed up a little bit more of that. So yeah, I don't know. I like the variety. I think it's interesting to see her as an artist. This is her first album in a while, and it's kind of her doing her shit. And you can kind of see that with her like tour schedule and stuff like that, because there isn't one. She's doing like a what is it called? Residency, like an extended residency in Vegas with it.
Oh, really?
And so instead of a tour, she's doing, because me and Vic are like, if she's going on tour, gotta cop tickets. Ideally, she'll come to Bonnaroo. I don't know. That'd be a weird environment, but I'm here for it. But yeah, she's doing. We were like, oh, I wonder if she's gonna do a tour, because if so, we'll go and cry in person. But then she announced, I think it's like January to April. She's doing like a really long residency at in Vegas somewhere. I don't remember where. But yeah, so she's just kind of doing shit on her own. And other than that, there were a couple shows in like England, but other than that, there's no real announcements or anything. So she's just kind of doing shit on her terms, which is cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think that cool. I think the album kind of reflects that changing and personal growth kind of thing. And it's a really good one. So that's my number 2 pick of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't listened to it since it came out, but one of my favorite podcasters released a like top 20 songs of the year list, and To Be Loved was on there. And like when I heard it again, I realized when I listened to it the first time, like when I was getting ready for work one morning, like I had kind of like zoned out and was just doing my thing. And when To Be Loved was on, it like brought me back into it. I was like, oh my God. Like, yeah. That's, to me, with my small amount of experience with the album, that was the heaviest song I remembered. And,
yeah, I think so too. And that's why it might be my favorite overall on the album, but for the purposes of sharing the album, I want to go with Oh My God.
I got
you. Oh my God.
I feel you. But my number two is Quietly Blowing It by His Golden Messenger.
Your number 2 is Quietly Blowing It.
Number two.
Yeah. I think we all know where this is going then.
Yeah. I feel like we might have a similar rollout for number 1, but
we'll see.
But number 2, fantastic album. Of course, we recorded a whole podcast about it. I talked about way back last week. Favorite song of the year, but just like the entire album isn't a protest anthem, but like there are anthems of protest, anthems of perseverance, of thankfulness, of just like calm in the nature of the world, and it calms me down, it amps me up. I like it a lot. It's right up my alley, like sonically, with the arrangement of instruments. I love it a lot. But yeah, that's why that's why old MC Taylor in the band was on my Instagram post. Number 1 slide. Love the concert.
Yeah, I saw your little highlight Instagram post. I might steal that because I feel like I've now just become a recluse on Instagram because I just don't care. Like, it's not that I don't care, but it's just like, I've become disillusioned with it. So it's like, but I think that a little top 10 highlight reel would be cool because it's been a big year.
It has. Yeah.
Moving across the country and then, a whole bunch of shit. So I think I'm going to steal that idea.
Go for it.
I did that for my birthday, really. So I think I already exercised that.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Oh, my the song I'll pick. I won't do Way Back in the Way Back because that was, well, you know what? We didn't make a playlist last week. Let's just do that one
Right.
because it's literally my song of the year. So I love it.
Okay.
Could go with Hardly Town was on the same playlist as To Be Loved that I was just talking about.
Harley,
And
I think that would be my favorite on the album. That or
Oh,
Painting
yeah.
Houses. But yeah,
Yeah.
Way Back in the Way
I
Back.
feel
Also
you.
really good.
yeah, the floor is yours, Jordan Harlow.
All right. What's poppin', Brandon? So
Brand
maybe
new
not.
Rangers happen.
Maybe expected, maybe not expected, because it got a little bit of a bad review. Because to be honest, this
Nope.
artist has a lot. Like they're really, really good. So obviously, like every time they come out with the album, everyone's gonna expect it to be the best album ever. Faith by Pop Smoke is my next one.
The most respected artist of our generation.
Yes, I still like that album. I still like a lot of songs on that album. And I'm like as I listen to more, I still I don't know. It's still not exactly. It's kind of. I think the reason it wasn't liked is because it's trying to be like a mix of like Shoot for the Stars and his original stuff. Like there were some harder songs on it that you really didn't see on Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon that much. But there's also there's so many more features, and I think that's what people really didn't like about it is that it was trying to go back to his roots of just like him, but it's a style that not really can be replicated. And so it came off very like pandery, I think, to a lot of people because it was like, oh yeah, this guy who does this one thing really, really good. They're trying to get like other people to like, be in on the song. Like,
Yeah.
you got to go back and forth because you're like, oh well, maybe yeah, but also like, they just really wanted to like help him out. Like he wanted to like post his death.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to be like a kind of like showing everybody like, oh look, he made it with all these features,
Yeah.
which is like, I can't really fault that much, so. But there's still some songs I don't like. There's still some songs I do like. But the one that I want to add, I like a song better on this album, but I think I want to add Manslaughter to it.
Manslaughter.
Yeah.
Man's
or
laughter.
featuring Rick Ross and The Dream. The beat on that one is just crazy.
Gotcha.
Rick Ross
Yeah, I don't-
feature could be incredible.
Yeah.
forgot.
You should honestly listen to that song. You guys might actually like it. The Rick Ross feature is really good, I
I'll
think.
cue it up.
Lil Ricky's got some banger features.
Little Ricky.
Lil Rickicle.
Richard Ross.
They call me Richard. Richard Ross.
But yes,
World
it for
class
me for this
Asian.
album.
Him and his white gloves.
Little MJ glove action.
Uh-huh. His white top hat.
Regal, dapper.
A very dapper fellow, Richard Ross.
All right, so then I guess that brings us into our number one of the year. My number one of the year is, or I guess it deserves more ceremony because this is our crowning album of the year for me.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
There we go. Beautiful. Yes. It is "Call Me If You Get Lost" by Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
Oh, surprising.
Interesting.
Yeah, surprise,
I didn't think that would be number one for you.
Surprise,
though, Jamie.
surprise.
It has been like my tentative album of the year since it dropped.
Interesting.
Yeah, so and that it didn't get dethroned, so here we are. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the growth of Tyler, and I like all of the introspection on this album and the narrative that's being kind of constructed throughout it. And then capping it off is the song I'm going to choose for it, which is Wilshire, which I mentioned last week. But like you said, we didn't make a playlist out of it because my top songs for it were either going to be Wilshire or Juggernaut. And so Jordan got
Juggernaut's
mine.
so good, dude.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Wilshire for that playlist edition. But it's just got some. It's one of those albums where it's got some great tracks that I would just queue up, and then it's also one of the ones where sometimes I just listen to all the way through the album and enjoy it just as much. So yeah, that's gonna be my album of the year for 2021. Call Me If You Get Lost.
Well, it's a little anticlimactic now. My album of the year is also "Call Me If You Get Lost" by Tyler the
Oh my
Creator.
gosh.
Figured it.
Yep, we're going full basic mode on this one.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Wow, so there was an album that hit all of us. Then.
Yeah, that we haven't done on the podcast.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Because we kept waiting to do it at the right time, and then never was the right time. So we were like,
yeah, I think it was the right time. Eventually, I just like low key like started listening to other stuff.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
kind of like I never really forgot about the album. I've been listening to it like
yeah. It's been a mainstay.
yeah, pretty often since it dropped. But yeah, I think you guys said pretty much everything about it. Like, there's so much introspection, so much stunning on like people. It seems like he doesn't care about his perception anymore. He's just like fully confident in himself, and I love that his flourishing persona. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I just want to like copy his like style, you know.
Yeah.
It just becomes that popular that I'm
His
like,
his
wow, I just wanna
European prep
copy that.
style.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I want to get like a hat like that. I almost got a Supreme hat like that, but like,
For $700.
dude,
But-
it was $58. Okay. So
Oh,
like,
really?
It's like
I feel like
yeah, like okay, Supreme stuff is like that's like the ping pong table. Like that thing was like 2,500 or something. Like that's like it obviously is more expensive, but it's like it is reasonably priced for a streetwear brand. I feel like the thing that it is the resell. It sells out in like -2 seconds, so you probably can't get one anyways.
Unless you have Google Fiber and you can't buy it.
No, honestly, if you have a bot, dude, that's the only way that you get it.
Yeah.
If you have a program, if you code a program or you buy it for someone. I know some dude from ECE, that's my friend. He bought a bot and he's like really into that stuff. So he just like types in what he wants and it just like auto checks him out and like in like seconds, you know, like faster than anybody could ever do.
Holy shit.
But yeah, no, it's like reasonably priced for being a more expensive streetwear brand, you know?
Yeah. I feel you.
But yeah.
But my song I'll pick from the album, you guys did Juggernaut and Wilshire.
Yes.
I could do Corso. I'm gonna do Hot Wind Blows. I feel like that's
Okay.
I feel like I love that song. I feel like
It's good, but it's not talked about as much.
yeah, it doesn't get enough hype. And
Is that the one with Wayne on it?
Yeah. As a partial Lil Wayne podcast, we have to include it on the playlist.
Yes.
I don't know that we're a partial Lil Wayne podcast, but he is a constant through thread.
Uh-huh. Jordan begs to
I
differ.
think you're the only part that's not partial, Jamie.
I'm like
Except the features.
I'm more of a Lil Wayne feature guy.
It's true.
I feel you.
We roasted
I stand
him,
by
roasted
it.
him.
I stand by it.
No, I feel you. I'm also on that boat with a couple artists. I literally just said that about Rick Ross. So about being a Rick Ross
I know.
feature
We're
guy.
just, but like Wayne and Rick Ross though, it's
Stretch
like
limousine,
like-
sipping rosé all alone.
like Jamie gets a little more like, you know, because he's like,
Shit for it.
it's a little bit worse of an opinion. But it's okay. It's all good.
But yeah, I'm done.
Nick, is there anything else you want to say
No,
about
I'm good.
Call Me If You Get Lost?
we talked. That's the third time we talked about it, so it didn't need a whole lot of airtime.
Okay, so my last one. I don't know if you guys would know this. You probably, I don't know if you would, but it was an album. I like hyping it up a little bit, you know, like being like, but it was an album that one of my favorite artists was on. Had a very good song on it.
Miniature Tekka.
What? No, be quiet.
We love you, Tekka.
No, it's the And then also there's a song that was coming out forever, and it's such a good song. And then there was just a lot of other good songs on it as well. It was so good.
An album with good songs that Jordan likes. Who could it be?
Okay, well, I was saying like there was a lot of.
I'm actually not super
dude,
sure because you already listed a Pop Smoke album.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the stupid words. I cannot. Okay, I'm brain farting right now and I cannot think of anything. So I'm gonna say the album. So stop starting. It's Donda.
Oh,
Donda.
okay. Yeah.
Donda.
I was actually
Off
I
the grid.
just okay.
Hell yeah.
First of all, named by Complex the best, one of the best song of the year. Off the grid. It was amazing. It had Fabio on it, and I was like,
Sure did.
my boy's finally getting the recognition he deserves. He's finally getting the recognition he deserves. Like, I know you guys know I've been following him for a while now, and I was just like, see that? I'm like,
Wasn't he on your like all-time top 10 album?
yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was 800 BC. It was your third
that
top
album.
album?
Was really good.
I think,
That album's really good.
based on the playlist spot.
Yeah, that album's amazing. But yeah. Also, Hurricane is an amazing song.
Amazing
also.
song.
If I had to pick one off of it, it'd be Hurricane.
Yeah. So. Yeah. It's just I like that song a lot, and I need to go back and listen to the old versions of it as well, because I know I had like a lot of different what's it called?
Like
variations.
Yeah, or
Yeah. Very
evolutions.
variations.
I don't
Yeah.
know what.
I
States.
need to go on the Kanye tracker and look at it. I saw a YouTube video too that was like the evolution of Hurricane. I need to go look at it. But like
Yeah.
even like the I think it's called Moon, or like Moonlight or something.
Yeah. The song with Don Toliver.
I wanna go to the moon. Don't leave. And then the wait, there's another one. Oh, and then even Pop Smoke had a feature. He just like borrowed the song from Pop Smoke's album pretty much. But actually, I don't know if it's on that album. Is it?
I'm not sure.
Or did he just play it? Oh, he played it at the first release of it though.
Okay.
I remember, like at the Atlanta Stadium when that was all happening.
Got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I forgot about
You forgot
the
that.
Atlanta Stadium shit. All of that, like living in the stadium and all that shit he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a legendary
Yeah, it's probably-
year for music.
So that's probably what that's it for me. I am gonna put Off the Grid on there
Cool.
as the song the song.
Yeah, I need to listen to Life at the Party again. That Andre 3000 song that he.
Yeah, no,
Dropped
I
on
haven't listened to that one as much at all yet.
It's pretty good.
I don't even think I've listened to it all the way through yet.
I know, like
It's a
I've
good
just
one.
been lazy.
a guy I follow on Twitter was saying like he thought that or the song with Thundercat and Bootsy Collins off of Silk Sonic. He was saying he thought that one of those was like song of the year, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
one with
I've listened
Thundercat. The one with Thundercat fucks. That's a really good one.
to. Cool.
It's so funny, the memes that it's like Drake. Oh yeah, this will show him. I'm gonna leak this song. And it's like actually becomes the best song of the year.
I didn't know that the whole reason Kanye did the Poop Diddy Scoop thing was to steal a sample from Drake.
I know that completely recontextualized that song for me, and now I'm in
Yeah.
full support of the Poopity Scoop. That shit is so funny.
Yeah.
I kinda knew that, but also kind of didn't.
I
I
is
feel like I remember
so
hearing that,
funny,
but just forgot
dude.
about it until you said it again.
That is hilarious.
That is also
Fuck, that's
it
so
is.
funny.
And all the memes that came out after they did the Free Larry Hoover concert, where it was like, "Yeah, Drake, like let's only play our new stuff." Wink, wink. Because Kanye was playing hit after hit, and Drake came out
Oh,
there
it was
like pretty much just playing Certified Lover Boy.
I watched like half of that and then turned it off, and then was gonna watch the other half, but I still haven't yet.
I watched like the last half of
First
Kanye's
half.
performance because I wanted to see
Okay,
if
I watched, like,
I wanted to see if he played Runaway, and I
Mhm.
like skipped through the video until I heard him singing Runaway, and I was like, okay, I don't want to just watch Runaway, and then I watched like half of
Yeah.
it to the build up of Runaway.
I don't think I saw Runaway. So it was before. I remember I heard the like we always do in this time. I go for mine.
Yeah, Good Life.
Throw your hands. I think I was like I think I stopped when they were like he either played Bound 2 or like one of them off Yeezus. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, he did Black Skinhead, I think.
Okay, that might have been it.
Yeah.
So he
I don't-
really was playing all the hits then.
Yeah. He did it like kind of chronologically. Like he picked like one or two hits off of basically all of his albums and like did them kind of in order.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he did Flashing Lights off of Graduation.
Oh, I did hear that one. I think.
Yeah.
Flashing lights.
He might. I think he did All the Lights and then Runaway. Maybe.
I think I did hear All of the Lights also.
Yeah.
I might. Well, actually, I can't remember.
I just remember someone talking about hearing All the Lights and like everyone having their lights on in the stadium.
Oh, maybe I didn't hear that. Yeah. Anyways, I'll get. But yeah, that's mine, and I'm choosing off the grid.
All the lights,
Hell yeah.
all the lights.
Donda. We never did that on the podcast either.
Yeah, that's because it's 2 hours long, my guy.
Fair enough. We don't need to
Donda.
listen to all the bonus shit. Jail Part
Donda.
2. Don't need to hear that.
Donda.
Bro,
Donda.
Jail Part 2
Donda.
better than Jail Part 1. I'm gonna just say it right
Wait,
now.
which one
I'm gonna
has
say it right
which one
now.
has the baby on it? I forget.
Part 2?
Well,
The baby is on the track.
Open up the cell and tell my baby mama bring the bail money. Bail money.
Who's on Jail Part 1?
I said one thing they didn't like. Do me out like I'm garbage, huh? And that fool you took off my tape. You know I feed my daughters. And I get into they snaked up in my grass under the 2 habit. I'm ready for the war 2 hat.
This is beautiful.
Raised by the crackheads. Killers and the junkies. Mama had to save her. Mama couldn't save her. Had to get the money.
This is amazing.
See, Jay-Z. Anyways,
I'm gonna make a beat for this.
I actually don't know. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. Jamie, you can take over now. I gotta stop talking.
I can re-commandeer it. Okay, so then yeah, that's our top albums of the year. We will awards will be in the mail as long as they pay the $300 processing and shipping fee, and it will be Child Summer League swim team trophies because that's what we'll talk to our people. We'll get them sent out.
It is what
congratulations to Tyler the Creator twice. And Kanye, because those are two people who need more awards. So,
Yep. Very, very low key artists.
yeah, up and coming.
Unrecognized.
This will be good publicity for them. Yeah.
Good for them.
So then, with that sums up our top 10s or top 5 albums. And the awards will be in the mail. So then that is how, that's the end of 2021 for us. So we're going to be starting the new year with a bunch of guest spots. We always enjoy it.
Woo.
Seems like people listening enjoy it, and it's always good to have some variety. So we're going to be kicking that off with number 1 fan David.
Yes, sir.
And the album he has chosen for us to review is Times by S.G. Lewis.
Interesting.
I don't know the album or artist, so I am excited.
He makes like
Interesting.
kind of like dance music.
Okay.
Is my understanding. I know
So,
like a Claro song that has an S.G. Lewis remix that I actually like pretty good.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
Let's go.
we'll see how it is.
Get
So
groovy.
yeah, we're gonna start that off with David in the new year, and we're not sure how long it's gonna be. I gotta actually touch base with a few people now that it's kind of up and coming. I forgot how quickly it's approaching. So we'll have that starting next week. Yeah, we'll just rattle off recent listenings. Mine's really quick because of all the
Mine too.
travel. I do a lot of podcasts for that. But
Of course.
I've been listening to some older Manchester orchestra, especially Cope, and also Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. I've listened to that album a weirdly large amount over the last week. I
Oh,
don't know.
cool.
I've just
Okay.
listened to a lot. So yeah, But that's other than that, it's just the normal
The old
podcast gauntlet.
monkeys.
the old cold monkeys. But that's it for me.
My listenings really quick. Also, I found this song called "Bitchware" from oh my gosh, who is it? Chief Keef's new album, and it's very reminiscent of like his 2012, like 2000 like era where it's still like kind of pop-ish. Where it's like, dude, this song has like so many horns in it too. It's like so good. But yeah, that's pretty much the only song I've been playing that song on repeat. Honestly, it probably already broke like my top 100 songs of the year if it was still 2020. Like I probably played it enough to where it like got on like the like 80s list or like 90s or even like 70s list. Honestly, I've literally just been playing that song on repeat. So
Nice.
Hell yeah.
you guys should listen to it.
But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts too. Yeah, but still, and How Long Gone. A new band I found from one of those podcast hosts called Howdy, but the W is replaced by two V's. They're a band out of Texas somewhere. I can't remember. I think it's Austin, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Austin and not Dallas. But they're a pretty good indie band from that podcaster's recommendation.
Nice.
But also some John Prine and also a guy named Dijon who makes like
Mustard.
Yes, mustard. Named
Dijon Mustard
what
on a
was I
beat.
saying? Oh yeah. It's just kind of like indie R&B stuff. But yeah, good stuff. That's it. That's all, folks.
That's all for I was gonna say that's all for 2021. Spoiler alert, we are recording
podcast.
this on New Year's Day, 2022. We had some recording delay. I fumbled the bag and forgot.
Jamie wasn't in his bag this week.
No, I was in DFW from the hours of 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. and that really
There ain't nothing to do in Dallas.
That really obliterated my Wednesday, which is normally when we record, and then we just kind of had to. So we're actually recording this in 2022, but this will end our podcast year of 2021. So yeah, we just wanted to say thanks for joining us this year. We look forward to another year with Jens. Yeah, I mean, it's just we enjoy doing this, and hopefully you enjoy listening. There are some of you who definitely enjoy listening, so thanks for being here. It's been a good year. It's been a weird year, but yeah, I don't know. It's still good.
We made it out.
I'm excited. Gonna do some
As am I.
some shaking up and reformulating. Gonna try some shit in the new year, as we mentioned at the top of the episode. So yeah, hopefully they're good, and then whether they're good or bad, hopefully you stick with us.
This is going to be year of the soundboard. I'm
Yes.
getting a
Oh my
soundboard
God.
for the podcast.
Dude, if I
This is
dude,
a certified
if I had one of like the mini like Go XLRs or whatever with the fucking like 8-button soundboard, I can't do that because
It's
I
so
know
good.
I would just abuse it. But holy shit,
It's so good.
they've got them with the TMG podcast, and it is so fucking funny. And they have like instant auto tune on button kinda, and they'll do that sometimes. And just fuck with that, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny. But like, I would abuse that. So, but yeah, so gonna be hopefully some growing and experimenting with the show. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. You guys have any final thoughts before we end it?
I'm good.
I think you summed it up.
Nice. Well, yeah. So then we just want to reiterate, thank you for listening this week and this year. Looking forward to, next week and next year, this year, coming year. Yeah, but just remember to tune in next week where we're going to be looking at Times by S.G. Lewis, joined by David. Going to start off our guest spots. Be sure to listen to it as much as you want so that you can have your own thoughts and mentally join in the discussion, quote unquote, with us while we talk about the album. If you want to actually join in the discussion, you can do so by leaving a comment on this week's Instagram post or YouTube episode. You can also tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at ListUpPodcast and Instagram at ListenUpPod. And those accounts, as well as our personal handles, are going to be in the description of wherever you found this episode. Make sure to give one or both of them a follow so that you can see any updates or announcements we make for the show, because that's where we do it. Also, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to do so, if you want to throw a rating or review our way on your respective platform, would be great. If not, no worries. You can also find show merch at interestpointproductions.com. Yeah, so other than that, for now, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.